Have you started on a project or an idea with immense acceleration, with excitement? You've got a plan down, you've got goals set for yourself. You start on it, but then somewhere over some time, all of that excitement begins to fizzle out. The drive seems to dry out. Doesn't feel like fun anymore. This drive to do things because they really matter transforms or starts changing into a drive to do things because they need to be done, like a tick in the box. Doesn't feel like fun, doesn't fill your heart with joy, feels like really a drag. Hi, I'm Monica, once again on Rewrite Your Story. Today is episode 7, and today we're going to talk about why do we struggle to achieve goals that we may have set with absolute excitement and enthusiasm? What holds us back from achieving these goals, and how can we repurpose our goal setting in order to achieve better results for ourselves? So let's look at why is it that we are unable to get to that finish line or achieve those goals that we set for ourselves first. So we often struggle to achieve goals because we may have set them in analogy to others' stories instead of ourselves. Now, it's quite natural for us to look at success stories of others that may have done some work within the realm that we're working on, within the realm of the idea or the project that we've created, and we want to bring to life. We do this in order to gather inspiration, in order to learn from others, in order to get some guidance for ourselves. But what we don't realize in the process is that we're not taking into consideration that the plans that these people may have set or these success stories demonstrate are based on variables of the world, of that idea, of that plan in that context. They're not aligned to our story, to your story. In order for us to be successful in achieving our goals, they need to be set to be aligned to ourselves, relevant to the story of our world, of our vision. So how do we do this? There's 3 components, 3 elements to setting goals that can, in order to set goals so that they're more aligned to ourselves, so that we have a better chance of getting to that finish line and meeting those goals that we may have set down for the plans of our dream project or a new idea that we are trying to bring to life. So let's go over these. 3 P's: purpose, passion, and practicality. These are also defined as the why, the what, and the how for goal setting. So let's start with the purpose, the why behind the goal. And why is this important to you? What does it mean to you? What is it that this idea does or this project is going to do that is so critical and so important to the why behind it? And that being the why behind you bringing this idea to life. Second is the passion, your love behind this idea, your love in perhaps the skill that involves to bring this idea to life, your passion behind the driver that is going to help fuel your energy on those days that you're going to be faced with unfamiliar challenges, resistance, and it might seem harder than some of the other days. This particular piece, the passion, the what, helps you to keep that drive to do the things because they really matter. and avoid for getting into a drive for doing it just because it needs to be done. This is a want, not a need. All right. And then the third piece is the practicality piece of it, the how of it. What is the supportive environment that you need in order to keep this idea and project feasible? To provide it with all of the support that it needs in terms of perhaps the access of the tools that are required, access to the learnings that might be required for the knowledge that you need for certain skills, certain expertise, certain understanding in order to bring this idea or this project to life. What sort of practices or what sort of connections may be required in order to sustain the progress from the start to the finish line. So coming back to your 3 Ps, your purpose, the why behind the idea, the what, the passion that is going to bring this idea to life and keep it fueled with that intrinsic motivation of the joy that it brings to your heart, so that it can stand up to all of that resistance and challenges on the most unfamiliar and challenging days. And lastly, the practicality or the how, the supportive environment, the supportive tools that might be required for you to bring this idea to life. So remember, ensure to repurpose your goals to the why, the what, and the how behind it, instead of setting it on the why, what, and how of someone else's story. If what we shared in the video today resonated with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe until I see you on our next episode tomorrow on Rewrite Your Story. Till then, take care and stay awesome.